Hey guys, this is Julian Jenkins with NCSA, Next College Student Athlete. Those of you that are joining us and have checked out the NCSA page on Prepskills, just as a reminder, you can fill out a recruiting questionnaire through Prepskills, and what that will do is allow you the ability to create a free online recruiting profile for over 40,000 college coaches that are out there. And, coming to the Prepskills College Expo today, guys, it just reminded me that the NFL draft is happening this weekend. And while, I may not be or have been a Jesse Palmer or OJ Atagwe, some really notable Canadian athletes that went on to play at the NFL level. I do remember sitting around with my family, going through this draft process, coming out of high school and going through recruiting, playing at Stanford University, playing at the NFL level of competition, and then winning a Grey Cup with the Calgary Stampeders, now working with Next College Student Athlete. And I wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk through what it is that's special about being a student athlete, how that can lead to opportunities of getting in to top college programs, getting funding to playing and using your sport as leverage to getting funding to going to college. But before I get into the details of it, I just want to encourage you guys and say it can be done. It can be done. I was one coming out of Atlanta, Georgia with a 3.5 GPA who had to take the SAT 3 times in order to qualify for Stanford University, where on the application it said 4.2 GPA, 1420 minimum SAT score. But literally, when a college coach knows and gets to know who you are and that you want to play college sports, they can take your transcripts, walk it right down to the admissions office and say, I want this kid. When I met with my counselor at my high school, they said, Julian, you're crazy. You'll never get into Stanford. You never get into Columbia. You'll never get into a Harvard University. You'll never get into Vanderbilt, Northwestern, top schools like that. But what they didn't understand is that at the point that I ended up going and signing with Stanford University on the dotted line, I became an employee of that university. And employees have benefits, yes, not only getting into the school, but also qualifying for academic and athletic scholarship opportunities. And so with that, I have a couple of 3 things that I want you to think about and explore. And then I'll be able to share my screen here in a second. I want you to think about getting identified. Right? Recruiting began for me when my high school coach tapped me on the shoulder and said, I think you have what it takes to play at the next level. Talked to my counselor, talked to other people, and started going through the process. Are you a known quantity in recruiting? Do people know? College coaches know who you are? Do you have an online presence where if a coach was searching for top swimmers, for top track and field athletes, for top football players in your area, in your region, in your city, in your province, can they find you easily? Make yourself known by getting yourself an opportunity to showcase your skill set. The second point is getting evaluated. I had to go to camps. I had to talk to different people to figure out, am I a good fit for the top schools in America, or am I a good fit for mid-sized schools or smaller opportunities that are out there? And so ultimately, it was a conversation that led me to figuring out, okay, I'm at where I am right now as a freshman or sophomore, grade 9, grade 10, and here are the things I need to work on to become a mid-level or top candidate, not only for opportunity, but for scholarship. Are you currently receiving anything from college coaches that are out there? Are they sending you information as far as camps? Are they sending you information as far as opportunities to come and visit? The second piece is, are you sending anything out? Right? If you're not receiving any information from any college coaches, the timeline for recruiting is that as early as freshman year, 4-year colleges, Division III schools that don't have scholarships, they can start sending you information as early as grade 9, right? As early as grade 10, grade 11, right? Top schools across the country, right? June 15th after your sophomore year, September 1st of your junior year, every single college in the country can be contacting you directly, right? They can't contact you if you haven't gotten identified, and then they can evaluate you if they've been in contact with you. The third piece is get activated, right? If you haven't gotten information from coaches and you haven't started sending information, transcripts, highlight reels, your record and your schedule of where you're going to be playing, the fact that you're interested in going to camps. If you're not established that yet, is that something you want to change? And so getting active in the recruiting process is what I'm going to be able to show here. And hopefully I can show it. Let's do this. So this is a resume, guys. Every single one of you guys will have an opportunity through Prepskills to create an online resume for college coaches. Video is crucial to have, not a long video, 3 to 5 minutes of some of your best clips put together in order of your best skill set. Transcripts, being able to have that on here. The best part about putting this together online with Next College Student Athletes, some of you guys may have heard of us, some of you guys might have gotten a call, email from us before, is that you can track your progress and see how many schools are viewing your profile, the fact that college coaches are following you, and the fact that coaches are searching for your sport and your position in your area. Ultimately, you want to find out where you're a good fit. So there is the difference between Division I, Division II, Division III level of competition. If you want to scan on your phone this QR code, guys, this will enable you to see the guidelines per sport. Not only can you see how many opportunities there are per division, but you can see, well, the average team size and how many scholarships they have per sport, per division. The different schools are separated by different talent level. Okay, so if I look at swimming, track and field, which are numbers-based, guys, you got to think about it. The faster, some of the more talented athletes may compete at the Division I level, right? Mid-level performers competing at mid-level colleges. But ultimately, leave it up to these college coaches to be able to evaluate you based on your talent level. Put yourself out there in a position to where you can be evaluated and you start finding out what types of schools will be a good fit. If you scan this QR code, guys, it takes you right to the NCSA website where in your sport, you can see where you may be a good fit based on the level of competition. There are over 1,800 colleges across the country in the U.S. that have sports, and they are looking for Canadian student athletes. Canadian student athletes make up close to 30% of athletes that are getting funding here in the U.S. The timeline is now. As you see in basketball, grade 9, a lot of these college coaches can be in touch with you or in touch with your high school or club coach. So you're going to be able to create this profile. You can be able to get in touch with me if you have further questions, but you can also be able to start finding out what schools are a best fit for you. Start finding whether or not you're a good match for those schools. Get in contact directly with those coaches and get direct feedback, right? Whether you're a good fit for the school or not, whether sports can help you leverage, and you can leverage sports to have that college coach walk your transcript down the admissions office and give you a higher likelihood to play at the next level. You want to find out yes or no. And the last piece here, guys, is that if you want to get more advice, if you want to find out where you're a good fit and start matching with those schools, you can meet one-on-one with me over this next week, guys, and we can kind of break down not only how to get logged in and build your profile, but also start thinking about how to proactively reach out to these college coaches so that within a couple months' time, if you were an underclassman or right away as an upperclassman, a rising senior, a rising grade 11, grade 12, you can find out what schools are going to be a good fit for you. So if you scan the QR code, guys, today, I'll be able to set up a time with you guys based on your schedule. And then I look forward to your guys' progress here in the coming days and the coming weeks. Every single one of you that wants to play at the next level, I encourage it for you. It can help you. You can use sports to leverage opportunity, and you can get into some of your best fit programs that you're seeking and qualify for funding as well. Best of luck to you guys, and thank you guys for having me today.